All right, sorry for mix up. Because
Okay, is it going?
yes.
Okay, hi, welcome
Back
back again to Anthony and Isa's work in progress.
So, sorry, apologies for the delay. Our guest was late, and on Discord it says he's playing Overwatch, and I was calling him and I get.
Okay. I was not. I had Overwatch open on one of the computers, and it said my Discord status. I was on Overwatch. I was really having a very enlightening conversation at lunch with a friend of mine, Luke Dolan. You know.
Yes. Okay.
I do not.
Okay, right. Anthony.
So today we have a special. Debate today.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually just say this out right now, out flat. I will not be partaking in the debate. I'm just moderating this debate. Because I know nothing of Star Wars.
Yep, see,
I'm sorry, I know Yoda.
I'm wearing the Mandalorian shirt. I have my medallion, my Star Wars lanyard.
He's
with the Falcon.
You're a Star Wars nerd. I am an anime nerd. Two different sides.
And gamer.
To a degree, I'm a Pokemon. But okay, anyways.
Yeah, switch your gamer.
Hold on. No. Allow me to introduce myself.
Yes,
all right.
It's a crossover episode. We have the Woolly Mammoth.
Yes. Hello. For those who do not know me, somehow I am Cameron Woolley, host of Woolly Mammoth Wednesdays, a sports podcast.
Wait. Don't do the promo. Hold on, not the promo.
No, come on.
No,
I'm a guest on a talk show. This is how it's supposed to go.
And,
I was joking.
Also, he's our Iona Esports commentator.
I am the voice of Iona Esports. Thank you very much.
I asked him for the past 2 minutes to give me my water bottle, but okay.
Okay. Here you go. He says your water
bottle.
bottle.
Esports graphic designer and a commentator.
Yes.
Also,
I'm not a part of esports.
Yes,
I'm just here.
Also, Atlantic City, baby.
Atlantic City. Yeah, you're going to AC. I don't know if I am though.
Okay,
I should be going to AC. I should.
I think you're going.
I think I am. I think I am going as well.
I'm going. I'm pretty sure you're going.
Yeah. If you're going, then well, you're like kind of on the team.
This is giving women in STEM.
It took you months to get out of bronze on Overwatch.
Yeah, but
not to forget, I wiped you in that 1v1 one time.
You play Destiny too, right?
Okay, you play Overwatch.
I'm controller player.
You're a controller. Well, aim assist. You have aim assist. Okay, let's get to the actual.
So our Star Wars debate. We're both Star Wars nerds.
We as in them.
Yes.
Not we as in me.
Yeah. No,
this is not French.
I'll force you to watch Star Wars in order.
Please don't. One of my friends
shows and games.
I don't know who he thinks he is and what time he thinks I have as a college student. But anyways, y'all can start y'all debate. I'm watching.
I'd like to preface this by saying I have not gotten around to binging Clone Wars yet. I know it's a sin. It's a sin that is nearly unforgivable. I have not watched nearly enough. I've watched like
the last season. You will cry.
I'm around 7 episodes into the first season. Like I watched it a bit over a break a couple years ago.
The Clone Wars movie?
No, I have not seen the Clone Wars. I've heard that's like actually kind of mid.
It's like
the show I've heard is like amazing.
It's amazing.
Like, the show is amazing. I'll take everyone. I'll take the entire planet's word for it. It's amazing.
Once you finish watching Clone Wars, then you watch the Bad Batch, and then
I watch Bad Batch.
The Jedi Tales thing.
Then Jedi Tales, and then like Rebels. Although Rebels,
Rebels takes place after all that.
Yeah, I know. It takes place like.
It takes place. It's like before the events of A New Hope.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But then there's Star Wars Resistance, which takes place before the Force
Awakens. Okay, first of all, I don't count that.
Which is bad. It's bad.
I don't count. Okay, I don't count the Resistance. I don't count anything regarding the sequels. Okay.
So
the sequels are terrible.
Okay, the Force Awakens. That was
okay. The Force Awakens. Okay, the Force Awakens was solid. I didn't mind it. It was a fun movie. Yeah, there were elements there to build off of.
We also have to think about this.
There were elements in the Force Awakens to build off of.
The sequels are for the new generation. Like our generation were the prequels.
In our generation, okay, I am part of the generation that saw the sequels, and like the first Star Wars movies that I saw was the sequel trilogy, and I liked episode 7 when it came out, but episodes 8 and 9, two of the most just
Wait.
abhorrent.
There's the holiday special.
The holiday, what? The holidays? I don't count that. That was so bad. That was
Yeah.
cheesy. That was intense. That didn't take itself seriously.
Solo.
The sequels. Okay, Solo was better than The Last Jedi and Rise
no,
of Skywalker.
No,
it was.
It was not.
It was.
Not.
What?
I was-
It explains why Han Solo and Lando Calrissian have such a complex relationship. Remember, in Solo, Lando had his robot girlfriend.
Yes.
And Han dragged him on that mission.
Yeah, and it's the origin of Han Solo's name is because.
Yeah, I know it was like a
that
was stupid.
That was so stupid.
That was stupid. But compared to The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, levels are stupid.
All right. I mean, my experience with Last Jedi, I saw it on open night with my friends.
Yeah, I saw it opening night with my friends too. I was disgusted.
The audience.
I was disgusted.
The audience, they were clapping.
The audience, what? Well, you were with an audience that, quite frankly, does not understand Star Wars.
Beautifully.
It was shot beautiful. Okay, I'm talking from a writing standpoint. Visually, The Last Jedi was a beautiful movie. The cinematography, the visual effects in that movie is awesome.
Like the moment where where Rey and Kylo are fighting side by side.
That was cool. That was kind of cool.
Like
the element. That was one of the few elements that The Last Jedi.
That was cool.
That was one of the few elements of the sequel trilogy that I actually kind of liked. Was like the odd, like, dilemma between light and dark, and it's a story element that they could have done much more with it.
I didn't like what they did with Luke's character. Remember?
Yes,
and Force Awakens, we were side note, Rey handing the lightsaber down where Luke gets it. Like, I'm like,
yeah, he chucks it away and it becomes an old hermit, given utterly no context.
Because I know
as to why Luke Skywalker. Like, I'm sorry, you're telling me that the guy who saw the good in Darth Vader, a guy who committed several unspeakable atrocities, hundreds, maybe thousands,
in which we recommend in this place,
of thousands of unspeakable atrocities leading to the deaths of millions of people. Yeah. Luke Skywalker saw the good in him because he was his father and he was Anakin Skywalker. But Luke is going to sit around and go to his nephew, the son of his best friend and his twin sister. And while he is training to be a Jedi, by the way, while he is training him to be a Jedi at his new Jedi temple, and he is going to say, you know what? My nephew is too much of a security risk. I'm going to try killing him in his sleep. Come on. You're telling me that makes sense? How does that make sense? Also, it does not make sense.
I remember also, like, I know in Legends, Luke was Jedi Master. Is a Jedi Master we want to see live action, but the Legends is no longer canon.
Legends was good. Sure, Legends had a bunch of crazy, wacky.
The Force Unleashed used to be canon.
The Force Unleashed.
Star Killer used to be the most powerful Jedi. But George,
Luke Skywalker's name was originally supposed to be Luke Starkiller. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude,
also,
you obviously
George Lucas hates the Force Unleashed. He hates Star Killer because of how overpowered he is.
I mean, well, isn't that the same guy who literally pulled from the Bible to create Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah.
Like, Anakin Skywalker was he was the chosen one, the immaculate conception. Come on, that's. He's Jesus.
Now the Rise Skywalker.
Not Jesus.
Anakin what? Anakin what? Okay, you never saw the prequels.
No.
You never saw Star Wars. You never saw the prequels.
But Jesus.
But
Jesus. Did he return from the dead? Did he return from the dead? I have to know.
I'm saying, he's a Force ghost.
Did it take him 3 days to return from the dead?
Well, I mean, okay, well, he didn't completely follow the story of Jesus, but his origin is similar to that of Jesus.
Okay, so see, I just did it to pull legs. I'm so sorry. That was fun.
What? Well, I'm saying his story was inspired by Jesus. Oh, your Force. Oh my God, Torelli. Okay.
So now we can continue the show. So the Rise of Skywalker. I know it's bad, but like at some good moments. But we also have to consider Carrie Fisher passed away.
I know.
Yeah.
They should have killed her off in The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
you know that scene where she got blasted out into the vacuum of space?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you didn't see it.
But-
And good. It's good that you haven't seen
but
it. It's
the-
good that your eyes haven't been exposed to that.
But
But,
I did like we get to see Leia using the Force. That I liked.
But what force ability says that you can survive the vacuum of space?
So Ryan Johnson.
Okay, don't get me started on Ryan Johnson. Are you trying to defend Ryan Johnson's decisions in The Last Jedi here?
Wait. If we are going to have a debate, remember, if we're having a debate, everybody has to make sure they have turns. Anthony, it's your turn. Cameron, please.
So Ryan Johnson. So he brought back Force abilities that were no longer canon, and he brought them back. He wanted to make use of that. Make use of self healing. His reference was this book called Star Wars the Jedi Path. And that scene where Luke is protecting himself, that force ability is in the book.
Okay, that force ability is in the book, but how does that explain Leia being able to survive the vacuum of space?
Because
where?
Oh, sorry, continue.
Like, where is that coming from? It was never referenced in the movies, which is what the
in the comics, because Leia did have Luke was training Leia, and Leia had to stop because the Rebel Alliance they needed a general, so she didn't complete her force training, but she knew how to use some of the abilities that were
well,
taught.
she knew. Okay, I know she
Also-
had a bit of force training. I mean, obviously she's a Skywalker.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. But again, like you said, those force abilities weren't canon. They weren't canon. So essentially, he was pulling out of thin air, grasping at straws. And this was after Carrie Fisher died, by the way.
Yeah.
After Carrie Fisher died, I feel like it would have been better in the story for Leia to be shot off into space and die, because logically one would think nobody can survive the vacuum of space. It doesn't matter how much, like the Force. Again, the Force is being used as a crutch here. The Force is being used.
Survive space. The game.
But again, that's no longer canon. We're talking about different canons here.
Yeah. But also I know when J.J. Abrams when he left the door open to reveal Rey's parents, and Ryan Johnson didn't take advantage of that, which I find weird.
And then he killed Snoke.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ryan Johnson made countless horrible decisions in that movie. I cannot I to this day I still refuse to see Knives Out.
It's a good movie.
My least favorite episode of Breaking Bad is the Fly one, which Ryan Johnson directed, and I hate that episode solely because Ryan Johnson directed it. And it's a really irritating episode to watch, which doesn't surprise me because Ryan Johnson directed it.
Then we have the Rise of Skywalker, which I saw a video about the original script. It was supposed to be called Star Wars Episode 9,
Duel of Fates.
The Duel of Fates.
I remember watching a couple of YouTube videos on that.
Yeah.
That was.
I want to see that.
I want to see that one.
Rey having double lights.
Rey having the double lights.
Kylo fighting Vader.
That would, although what Vader, that would make no sense for Kylo to fight Vader.
Vader.
There are elements, I will say.
Empire Strikes Back, where Luke
going into the cave. Yeah, the cave on.
So yeah,
on
the
Dagobah.
Yeah,
Dagobah. I can't believe I blanked on that.
That's like a montage to that thing.
Yeah, so you mean an homage? I assume you mean, but yeah, I'm not trying to say that the sequels didn't have good elements to them. It's just that the things that they introduced that had so much potential to be taken advantage of and done and do a great job with a trilogy that would put that trilogy among the likes of, I'm not going to say up with the original trilogy, but I do think that it would be at the level of the prequels and even better than The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Because like when everyone thinks about the prequels, everyone says, "Oh my god, oh the prequels, oh man, oh I love the prequels." What they really mean is that they love Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Like they love
Well-
Revenge of the Sith, but like there are really good parts. Like granted, I have sort of looked at the prequels in a better light now because of how much Ryan Johnson just completely fumbled the bag. Also, the thing with the sequel trilogy is that they didn't have an outline for the story between 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
They didn't have an outline for where the characters were going to begin, where the characters were going to go, and where it was going to end. They left everything. It was a relay race. It was J.J. Abrams does what he does with The Force Awakens, which he does a fine job. Basically, just rips off Episode 4 with a couple of different elements, like having a stormtrooper be force sensitive and potentially become a Jedi and fight a Sith Lord. Come on, come on, dude! That's such a great idea.
Actually, so in the Lego
That
Star
is-
Wars Holiday Special, it's confirmed. So Rey is actually training Finn.
You're good.
But why didn't they do that in the movies?
So
They didn't do that. Again, Lego Star Wars, you're pulling from a very, again, a great element, a thing that I would have loved to have seen be explored.
So I think so obviously to Disney after passing on Carrie Fisher, they had to obviously reuse footage, and also I think they were more focused on the Marvel projects, and plus with these upcoming.
Oh, come on. Are you saying that Disney didn't have enough resources to work on Marvel and Star Wars? This is Disney we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're seriously saying they did not? Disney, of all companies. Are you hearing this? Disney.
So I know.
I just got back. What do you mean, Disney? Leave me alone.
So I know they obviously rushed Rise of Skywalker. Like I would love if they redid the movie.
Okay, here's what I would redo with the sequel trilogy. Okay. Force Awakens, I would leave most of the stuff in, except I would make Rey not nearly as powerful as she is. And I can't believe it's taken us nearly like 17 and a half minutes in this recording to not talk about Rey, because I personally cannot stand the way that her character was handled.
Yeah.
I cannot stand
Force
it.
Awakens was okay. I thought it was a cool moment where Kylo was trying to reach the lightsaber, and once you Rey, like that moment, like the music, I got goosebumps from the music, like oh. Like,
But
so
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was a cool moment, like to watch,
But also,
like visually. But when you think about it, Rey only like 3 days ago found out what the Force was. She literally said in the movie that she thought Luke Skywalker was a myth. She thought Luke Skywalker wasn't a real person, and then all of a sudden she just learns what the Force was. And the first time she picks up a lightsaber, she's able to beat up Kylo Ren. She's able to win a fight against Kylo Ren.
Well, she does
somebody who is trained in the dark side, technically not a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Technically not a Sith Lord, but way more powerful, has way more experience with the Force, a Skywalker descendant, mind you. And she, with nearly no training, is able to completely handle him. Easily handle him. And I know that Chewie hit him with the bowcaster in that one scene, but dude, with all the what? Where was like the force healing? Couldn't he just force heal? Well, then again, they're pulling, like there are multiple force abilities that they're pulling out that rip so many plot holes in the movie. It's like, that, and I haven't even gotten the Holdo, and that scene where she's like just rips or goes into hyperspace and blasts through an entire fleet, which visually is one of the coolest scenes in Star Wars. Yeah. Visually, again, these scenes are eye candy.
Yeah.
The sequel trilogy, beautifully shot, beautiful visual effects, beautiful choreography.
Yeah.
Although
the
music is amazing. Again, John Williams is doing the score. I'm not going to say anything bad about John Williams in this entire debate. Love John Williams. He's one of the greatest music composers of all time.
Yes.
Orchestrally, you can put him up there with Mozart. Even I'm willing to go there.
My friend described him as today's Mozart.
I mean, yeah, in a way. I guess, in terms of like instrumentals and whatnot. But like, back to what I was saying before, they're ripping so many plot holes. They're opening so many plot holes that weren't even open before. It's like they talk about, like, imagine scenes in the original trilogy where things happen that would have made it, the force abilities that were used in the sequels that were apparently known about thousands of years ago and used by supposed Jedi thousands of years ago. Why didn't Luke simply learn the ability to breathe in space? Why would Anakin Skywalker have trouble breathing as Darth Vader? Why would he have to wear the suit if he could simply heal himself with the Force? Like, well, actually, why would Luke let his father die if he could just simply heal him with the Force? And
It's not that simple.
and like, how about, yeah, again, it is not that simple, and that is my point about the Force abilities in the sequels. It shouldn't be that simple.
Because some abilities were abandoned because no, but I know
Some abilities were, and then they were suddenly picked up again.
because Council felt that no, have a Jedi learning all these abilities, they limited what a Jedi is able to learn, because they felt learning having too much into the dark side.
So Star Wars basically sucks.
The sequels.
No.
Okay, episodes 8 and 9.
No, wait.
Episodes 8 and 9.
Wait. I have
Episodes 8 and
data to back this up. Okay, the reason why I say it sucks, the way that they describe it, they're just talking about everything that's negative about it, and this is coming from somebody who's never watched Star Wars.
Well,
So
we're
you're
talking
making
about the negative parts of Star Wars.
So obviously,
Well,
I'm gonna think that Star Wars sucks.
Corelli came up to me and was like, "Hey." I was like, "Hey, you want to do a debate on my podcast on Friday about the sequel trilogy?" It's like, yeah, because he knows I have very strong negative opinions about the sequel trilogy. I could talk for hours about how much I love the original trilogy and how much I love Revenge of the Sith, how much I love Rogue One.
Listen, if you
I
just
could
want to
talk
say
hours
if you
upon hours
want
about the
to
good
just
things.
say that Star Wars sucks.
No,
Sucks.
Star Wars does not suck.
I find your lack of belief disturbing.
Star Wars does not suck.
The
opposite. Like, the reason why the sequels irritate me so much is that they turned something that was the gold standard for American film franchises and completely
Into a kind
just
of crap.
took a hatchet to it.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I know it's
Oops.
Disney and their sole priority is.
I mean, Disney has if we're gonna talk about Disney,
I know Disney has a lot of
Disney
IPs.
has already a lot of problems in it of itself.
Yeah, I know.
They right now
They
they bought Tokyo Revengers, whatever it's called. They just bought anime from some companies. So like, let's not talk about it.
They also admitted that they had this year that they had way too many Marvel shows, and they're going to tone it down a bit.
Excuse me, what?
They had too many Marvel shows.
Excuse me, what?
Too many Marvel shows.
Disney, I don't know if you hear it or not, but you can keep with the Marvel shows coming out. I'm sorry. That's my serotonin. You guys are Star Wars. I am Marvel.
Okay, I like the MCU as well myself.
Marvel going up to the point of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I have not finished watching everything else. My bad.
Well.
You were going to turn me into a Sith today, so.
If I do, that'd be great.
Well, like the.
My bad.
Okay, what were we talking about before with the sequels? Okay. Anyways,
I know I saw an edit on YouTube that's someone made for Rise of Skywalker. They added like the Force Ghost.
Yes.
Where Rey was doing the. Okay,
no, do not get me started on that.
I mean,
that was
a cool scene where it's like
that was most of the things I hate about the sequel trilogy packed in the one scene.
The lines are stupid, but
I am all the Jedi. Come on, dude. That's literally you're ripping off Endgame.
Yeah.
Yes, she was ripping off Iron Man.
But the scene was cool. We have to admit that.
Okay, visually, yes, visually. I'm not talking about the visuals. I'm talking about the plot and the writing and everything other than the visual.
As soon as I heard and I am all the Jedi, I'm like, wait a minute, no.
But no, yeah, even you.
And Vando's saying, hey, behind you, I'm like, this is just Endgame at this point, but not well written.
Yeah, just. I mean, Endgame also had like a couple of flaws. like the movie was a bit. Oh, yeah, we're talking about Star Wars.
Yes,
We're talking about Star Wars. I don't want to go down the MCU
But
rabbit hole
if
with
you
you
got
right
it,
now.
If they do, this will be a grand old time. But anyways, back to the Star Wars
so
content.
I mean, yes, man. Disney. We have to forgive Disney because they.
Forgive Disney. Give me a break.
We did get the Bad Batch. We did
We got Mando.
the Mandalorian, the book.
We did
The
get
Book of
Mando.
Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
So live action Ahsoka.
Wait.
True. But again,
Live action what?
Ahsoka Tano.
Listen, the way he said it, it sounds like he said Hisoka, and I was just like, wait a minute.
Padawan. Also, that scene in the Book of Boba Fett where Luke was talking to Ahsoka.
Yes.
My life was. I'm like, yes.
That was. Yes, that was a very. That was nice. Yes, the scenes. Okay, everything Dave Filoni has worked on.
Yeah. And
everything that Dave Filoni has put his hands on.
And John Favreau.
Yeah, John Favreau and Dave Filoni have done a great job. Like with the Mandalorian, like I'm really excited about
Luke. That scene with Luke.
Yeah, that scene with Luke was.
I was like
top, like one of the. There's no such thing as a perfect TV show or a perfect movie, but there is such a thing as a perfect scene. That scene where Luke is.
We know that was inspired by Rogue One.
I know it was inspired by Rogue One, but I like the parallel there.
Yeah,
I like the parallel where it's like, yeah, this old man running through the hallway, and then that scene where he when he went up to the Dark Trooper and was like,
he
was using the Force Crush. I'm like, oh, I got that from his old man.
I'm very impressed with the deepfake technology.
Yeah, that's
like they brought Mark. They made Mark Hamill younger again.
Yeah, I'm shocked that was Mark Hamill doing that. And
those two actors, Mark Hamill and someone else.
Yeah, Mark Hamill and a stunt double. I believe.
Yeah.
But anyways, one of the best lines in Star Wars was when Luke was talking to Mando about Baby Yoda. Or technically Grogu, but
the only thing I know is him saying Baby Yoda because he's so cute. Okay. Why am I getting the Force used on me? Let me talk about.
I am going to use Force lightning on you.
Listen, I am giving very, very little dialect this whole episode. Let me add something here and there, okay?
Also, live action Darksaber for verse.
Okay, yeah, yeah. They brought Gus Fring into it. That was nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
anyways, I want to talk about. I want to talk about the line.
You remember that scene in season 1 of Mandalorian of the Flame Trooper? So they brought that back because that was the last scene I think in the Force Unleashed.
Mm-hmm.
And it also the Death Troopers, the robots, that was in the last time we saw that was in a very old video game that was not canon. Also, I know there was.
No, because he started laughing and I'm like, oh.
And also, I haven't watched Andor yet because I was watching other shows.
Well, Andor.
But I saw it online.
Andor's really good.
There's an Easter egg from the Force Unleashed. I'm like, wait a minute, what? How is Starkiller's armor there if that's not canon?
Well, they keep pulling.
I'm like
they pull bits and pieces
like,
out of.
There are rumors about the Force Unleashed 3 in development.
I'm borrowing your charger.
Okay, back to the line from that Luke said in the Mando that I thought was great. It's like he is. I think he said to Mando, the boy is strong with the Force, but talent without training is nothing. And I love how that was such an obvious dig.
Yeah.
At Rey, I was just like my dad. Like when my dad and I were watching that scene, we were just. Well, I mean, we obviously watched it on our own, just separately when the episode first came out. But he was when we were watching that again, we were just like, yes, just a total boom, in at Ryan Johnson and J.J. Abrams.
John Favreau, he needs to be put in charge.
Yeah, they need to put John Favreau and Dave Filoni in charge. The guy who directed Rogue One, what's it, Gareth Edwards?
I forget the name.
I think Gareth Edwards directed Rogue One. They should have just put him in charge of the whole thing.
I would love I want to see movies or shows that taking place after Return of the Jedi. I'm saying not the Mandalorian. I want to see young Luke and his Jedi school. I want to know I want to see
Young
I want
Luke
to
in
see.
his Jedi
I wanna
school.
see- I wanna
Luke
see-
never went to
No,
Jedi
I
school.
no, I mean
There was a Jedi school.
Well, he had a temple.
the school that he built.
Yeah, school that he built. but-
I want to see young
like
Ben
I
Solo.
don't know. You ask me. You ask me. I want them to just retcon the sequels. Like there's so much
know
in
that's
there
not-
that
that's not gonna
I
happen.
know that's not happening, but there's so much in there that just like I can't believe we haven't talked about the Emperor being brought back to life.
Yeah.
The worst line in cinematic history. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
Worst line ever.
Then and Mandalorian, they had to fix it because of the cloning process.
Yeah, that's why Gus. I know his name is Moff Gideon, but I'm just gonna call him Gus Fring because that's everybody just saw him. Like when everyone saw Moff Gideon, it's like, oh my god, that's Gus Fring.
Yeah, but I'm like really because I know I saw the video of the original script and I'm like,
Duel of the Fates. I see.
yeah, I'm like, I want this, I want that, I want this.
Like yeah, that was actually here's what I would do with the sequels. This is my miniature like Cameron Woolley sequel rewrite. Disclaimer: I am not a screenwriter, nor do I plan on becoming a screenwriter. I've written a couple of short stories here and there.
At some point you are going. I mean, you are going to take a screenwriting class.
Okay, yeah, and I'll just rewrite the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
I want to know what time you would have to rewrite that. What time?
Okay, I'm just gonna add.
I wrote a movie script.
Okay, I know people who've written movie scripts, but that takes months to do.
Oh look, it's a fake Batman.
Do not call him the fake Batman. That is the real Batman.
That's Batman. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Batman right
No, that is Batman.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
Batman. He's Batman. You're Red Hood. You're Red Hood. That's Batman. Okay.
Fine.
Shout out to our
No,
friend
oh my
Jack
God,
over there.
Yeah, he just passed by. That is the real Batman
that's
here
Batman.
on campus.
That's Batman.
With that being said, I'm going to put them onto some trivia right now. I don't care.
Yeah, I
Y'all,
want to talk about my sequel rewrite.
go ahead.
So here's what I would do with episode 7. The changes I would make. I would make Rey way less powerful. I'd make her look more like a rookie. I would make first of all, what I would do, I would make Han Solo die in that scene in the woods where they're fighting and Rey and Finn, they just get their teeth kicked in, just completely just get beaten up and all that. And this is the different thing I would do. Han still lives at this point. Han is catching up with them and he arrives on the Falcon with Chewie. And here's what I would do. As Rey and Finn are on the verge of dying, like about to get diced up, Han goes and what happens, like like when he yells Ben, like right on that bridge, and Kylo Ren stops. And then as Rey like drops Anakin's lightsaber on the ground, here's what I do. Han picks it up and goes Psh! And this is where we see Han Solo getting a lightsaber duel with Kylo Ren with his son, because we never saw Han Solo getting a lightsaber battle. We only saw Han Solo light up a lightsaber once.
Actually,
To cut off. Okay, in the comics. We're not talking about the comics. I know the comics, but I'm talking about in the screenplay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Han Solo getting in a lightsaber battle with Kylo Ren. And mind you, Han Solo loses this. And this is where he dies. But his whole point isn't to win against Kylo Ren. His whole point is to stall off time so Rey and Finn can get on the Falcon and they can go away. And then, they get in a fight. Han's getting pushed back. And then maybe what plays out in The Force Awakens plays out again. He says, I know what I have to do. I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And then they gone. Right there. Here's what I would do with episode 8. Rey goes to the Skywalker Island. And then she trains with Luke, and Luke actually, trains her with a better attitude.
Yeah.
And we don't go through the whole route of Luke trying to kill Ben when he's younger. because that is horridly inconsistent with Luke's character
Yeah.
and who he is.
We're listening.
Okay,
Please.
so just leave it for minutes.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So okay. So
I'm so sorry
Are
we
to
good?
any. Yes, we're
Are we
good.
good?
Okay. So
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So the trivia thing. Oh, so let's do it now.
I'm going to do a quick trivia,
Okay.
right? And the reason I'm doing this trivia is because I don't know nothing, and you guys are gonna have to raise your hands
Okay.
because we don't have buzzers. We don't have money like that. Okay. What year did the first Star Wars movie come out?
Oh.
Go
77.
of.
1977.
Thank you. I like numbers. Okay. So 1 point for him. We're gonna do it up to 10.
Mhm.
All right. What is the name of Boba Fett's ship?
Slave 2.
No.
Slave 1.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it 2?
No,
No.
it's Slave 1.
Yeah, Slave 1.
Well, it's called
Slave 1.
I thought it was called Slave 2 because his father was Jango Fett and like no.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
not the answer on there.
Okay, according to Yoda, there are always how many Sith lords? No more, no less.
There's always two there are the master and the apprentice.
Okay. What episode number of the very What is the episode number of the very first Star Wars film?
Oh.
He went.
Episode 4.
I'm assuming that it is in
Yeah, that
Roman
was the
numerals.
first one that came out. Episode
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm sorry. That's what the Okay, who acted as Queen Amidala's
Oh.
decoy? Go.
Decoy. Oh, that's one that I don't know.
I know her name.
What?
There's like, she was the woman the actress that played Jane and Jane Foster. And Natalie Portman.
No, that was her.
No.
That was not. That wasn't.
No, who
No.
acted as the decoy?
The
Decoy. Phantom Menace.
Oh, that I know. That I don't know.
Yeah. No. Skip that one.
Her handmaiden Save.
No, who?
Yeah.
What's
Who
the name of the
acted as the
actress?
queen?
Oh.
No, not the
I thought you were talking
actress.
about the actress.
No.
Oh.
No, handmaiden. No. All right. Where was Yoda's home in his final years?
Oh.
Go.
The planet Dagobah or Dago.
I know what you're saying. Okay.
Dagobah.
Okay, so 3, 1,
Oh yeah, I got you right.
2. My bad.
Yeah.
So we got. He's beating you. He's kicking your ass.
I just
Ooh,
continue.
kicking. He's kicking your butt. He's kicking your butt. He's kicking your butt. Okay. Chancellor Palpatine was which Sith Lord?
Dark Sidious.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he called out.
I
He
did.
pointed at me. She pointed at me.
I'll give it to. I'm gonna give it to him. All right. Han Solo was frozen in what?
Oh.
His hand went up first.
Carbonite.
All right, 4. We're on question 8. Finish the quote from the Manda.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, that. This is the.
Way.
All right, 4 and 4.
Okay.
Who killed Jabba? Go.
You mean Jabba?
Jabba, yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Leia.
Okay, 5. All right. Oh, okay. This one you guys probably won't get. The Lion King's Mufasa and which Star Wars character are voiced by the same actor, James Earl Jones?
Mufasa and Darth Vader.
5 and 5. Okay, yeah. Y'all are tied. All right. doo 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 doo. Okay. Which character said, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi"? What? I didn't even finish.
I know this one.
He rolls his hand first.
Leia.
Okay, you know what? These guys are big old nerds. That's what I got from
Yes.
this. You know what I learned? Because I have to go right now. That these two are the biggest nerds when it comes to Star Wars I've ever met, and I will never watch the Star Wars franchise.
No, you are.
If I am ever forced to watch it, that is by a miracle. With that being said, I'm gonna head out.
I'll text you through our ITV movie night, Star Wars.
Oh no.
Oh, all right.
Alright.
Are we wrapping up here? Are we
No,
are
you
we
guys
coming
still
up on?
going. I don't know how Anthony won either. I literally googled the questions and answers.
The only times I seen the movies
No.
a lot. My mom even questions
Your
me.
mom's probably tired of it.
She is.
Good. I stand with your mother. Yes.
I find your lack of belief disturbing.
May the 4th be with you, even though it's not May 4th.
Or you just say may the force be with you.
Force be with you.
I mean I don't say that. I mean you just said may the force be with you.
Okay, back to my sequels review.
Yes.
Okay, so in episode 8, Luke, hear me out, actually trains her with a positive attitude.
Mhm.
And then Luke. Okay, so first of all, after Carrie Fisher dies at this point,
Yes.
she actually,
rest in peace.
as logic would
Yeah.
dictate, Leia, when she is sucked out into the vacuum of space, actually dies.
Yes.
Her character is killed off, which makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Because they don't have to reuse footage in episode 9.
Yeah.
And then also, hear me out, they actually keep Snoke alive because he's, the big bad guy. They keep Snoke alive, which this is going to set up for later. And episode 8, Finn becomes more force sensitive.
Yes.
So Finn sort of, although we don't know where Finn is in this. I don't know. This is just really complex. Like, I don't know how much I really want to explore this because actually, wait, no, I just thought
isn't Finn like kind of in a coma and
Finn is in a coma for like the first few minutes of episode 8. Like, then again, I'm thinking about this.
Episode 9, like the original script for episode 9, like I would keep some parts of it.
Although, here's what I would do with episode 9. So also we set up the elements of Rey being like sort of questioning the dark side and Kylo questioning coming over to the light.
Yeah.
So after this, Finn, he actually goes through with his Jedi training and becomes force sensitive, gets a lightsaber, gets a purple lightsaber. Don't pay homage to Mace Windu.
Yeah, but purple lightsaber that's only for if the user knows ways of the light and dark side.
Gee, that's really ironic for Mace Windu. Much of a stickler as that guy is.
Well, they had to make that up because originally Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, no, Samuel L. Jackson wanted
purple lightsaber just so.
Why didn't they just make it the purple lightsaber? It's like a purple. Like there's no real lore context behind it. Just say purple lightsaber.
He wanted a purple lightsaber just so he can see himself in battle.
It's the lightsaber that says bad.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
If you've seen Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Okay, so anyways, episode 8, Finn becomes like more trained. Rey becomes more trained. Rey and Kylo Ren have a duel. Actually, no, Rey and Finn go up against Kylo Ren in a duel. And then, hear me out, in this one, Finn dies. In episode 8, Finn dies because you cannot have 2 Jedi and 1 Sith.
Wait, well, Luke, I mean...
Well, Luke is a master here. Like, Luke is...
Yeah, but...
Luke...
The whole point
and then Luke, in episode 8, actually, pulls up, duels Kylo Ren, because it's fun.
The whole point
and that's
is
what
trying
the people
to...
want to see.
The whole point is trying to bring back the Jedi.
Yeah, no, like, that's the whole point, maybe. But, like Luke... duels Kylo Ren, Luke dies.
Also, I think we should also bring back some characters. I know, like, there's some characters alive, like Ezra. Ezra,
I don't know if I'd want to. I don't want to throw too much into this because I want to. Again, this is just me thinking on a whim.
Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. Oh, that But this was before Jedi Fallen Order. Cal Kestis wasn't a thing when The Last Jedi came out. Cal Kestis, no,
Yeah.
I don't. Cal Kestis, was Cal Kestis referenced anywhere before Fallen Order?
No.
No. Okay. Anyways, Luke duels Kylo Ren. Luke dies. So all the old characters are gone except for Chewie.
Wait, well, the Force Ghost, because
okay, yeah, and then the Force Ghost, and I'll get to the Force Ghost later. But, anyways, in Episode 9, and then this is where shit gets funny. Sorry.
Yeah. Hopefully no one knows that. Okay, continue.
Dude, James is cool.
Okay.
Okay, this is where stuff gets funny. Okay, so
apologies in advance.
In Episode 9, Snoke is still around. Snoke is the bad guy. Rey and Finn are brought to Snoke. Finn dies.
But Rey, she has the double lightsaber. Like
double lightsaber. Yeah, give her a double lightsaber because why not?
And I know she has like a black uniform, like
a black uniform. I know, but here's what I'm going to do with Rey. This is what I'm going to do with Rey. So you know that scene where Chewie gets sort of kidnapped and thrown off, and then she uses Force lightning.
I thought that was,
and then she uses Force lightning and blows up the ship. Make it so in this one, Chewie's actually in that ship. Hypothetically, like somewhere Chewie gets arrested and hauled off to space jail.
In Legends, Chewie actually died.
Yeah. In Legends, Chewie actually died. So Rey uses Force lightning and actually kills Chewie. So Rey actually has consequences for her actions. I know, crazy obstacles for her character. I know, mind blowing. So, then this is where Rey becoming part of the dark side sort of sets in, and then there's a scene on like sort of the big Star Destroyer, the Dreadnought, wherever Snoke is.
Mm-hmm.
Snoke is talking with Kylo, and then we're gonna put Rey here. Rey is brought there, and we sort of have a bit of a Return of the Jedi sort of callback, where Kylo Ren is standing there, and like Snoke is trying to turn her and make her kill him. But in this one, because the dark side has been into that, Rey actually kills Snoke. Rey does what actually kills Snoke.
So like a Thanos thing, where
kind of like that. Yeah. But after this, Kylo Ren is brought into a room. There's a scene later where Kylo Ren is alone in a room, and then wait for this. He's struggling being pulled to the light. Rey is already pulled to the dark. So this only means one thing. Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost pulls up. Hayden Christensen gets brought back.
Originally,
Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, I know. Originally,
and if you look online, also I apologize if I interrupted you. I know. I'm just online. So there's concept art of Anakin's Force Ghost, but the thing is, it's shifting between light and dark for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be a thing. So anyways, Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost comes up to Kylo Ren, and then gives him a talk, and then that's when Kylo Ren becomes Ben Solo.
Yeah,
he is redeemed. So the two characters flip sides.
He's in
come on, that's actually
Kylo Ren. He's not fully set because his eyes didn't change color. Remember in Render said Anakin's eyes
turned. Yeah, but Kylo Ren has turned back to the light side.
Yeah, but the whole time, Kylo's eyes was never orange or yellow, whatever the colors. But
Snoke also had blue eyes. But Snoke never really had. There was no real Sith Lord in that trilogy, other than the Emperor, who was brought back in a terrible way. But anyways, this sets up for a final battle between Ben Solo, and Ben is getting talked to by Anakin's Force Ghost and Leia's Force Ghost
Yeah.
and Luke's Force
Oh,
Ghost
Obi-Wan and Yoda.
and Obi-Wan and Yoda. Everyone's brought back to talk to Ben Solo to convince him you gotta end it.
Oh wait, that reminds me.
That is the last. And in this one, here's the thing: you can still make Rey a Palpatine descendant. You
That
can still make Rey a descendant of the Palpatines.
also reminds me that scene in Rise of Skywalker where we hear all the past Jedi. Like, I thought that was cool.
That was cool.
They had
but
they had Ahsoka, Kanan, Jarrus. They had like a lot of people.
everybody. They had everybody. But I just want to stick to the main
I
cast.
thought that was
from the
cool. I
movies.
thought
I
that was
just
cool.
want to stick to the main cast from the movies
Yeah.
here. And maybe you can bring Ahsoka. Maybe you can put in Ahsoka's Force Ghost and maybe Mace Windu or something, but mostly just let's stick to the Skywalker family
Yeah.
here. So you have Anakin, you have Luke, you have Leia,
What
you
about
have
Luke's
Obi-Wan
wife?
and Yoda. Can I do
Yeah.
my? So they're all brought back.
Mhm.
They're all brought in. They give Ben a pep talk, and they really convince him to turn back to the light side. And they got to face Rey, who is I'm going to put in the last movie that we find out that Rey's a Palpatine.
Yes.
Even though we still make sure that Palpatine is not around for this, but like her family origin, like it's pulling at her. And then in the final battle of the movie is Ben Solo against Rey Palpatine. It was now a member of the dark side.
What about the Knights of Ren?
The Knights of Ren, they weren't in the movies that much anyways. So actually, no, maybe we can leave the part in where they... Okay, apparently we have 10 minutes left. So
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what I would do. We make Ben and Rey fight each other. Ben would win. And in this battle, you know what I would do? They'd be brought to I'm gonna keep the Battle of Coruscant in from and then from the
original script.
From the original script, yes.
Yeah.
Coruscant is definitely a thing here. And then we arrive at a part where their final battle is in Palpatine's old office.
That'd be cool.
Like if it was in Palpatine, it would be a callback. And then at the end of the fight, it's Ben like beating Rey, throwing her lightsaber out of her hand, and we arrive to the same exact spot where the Emperor was laying down and was basically dead to rights from Mace Windu. And instead, we get to the same shot, similar stuff, but Ben actually finishes the job. That comes full circle. That's how I fix the sequel trilogy, or at least with those characters.
What about bring like Luke's wife, Mara Jade, and Luke?
Well,
and
they
Luke's
aren't
kids?
referenced in the movies at all. Again, we're talking about different audiences.
I'm like, why not bring back some legend characters?
Yeah, but again, in Legends, you're dealing with so much other stuff.
Also,
like so much other stuff that happens between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
I would also bring back
So
the
much
clone
stuff.
because the
clones.
Rebel Alliance, they always say in every movie there's too many of them. Like they have a small there's a small army. Like maybe like try to bring back the clone facility. Use like maybe Boba Fett's DNA and bring back the clones.
Then you're just getting the throwing stuff in there for the sake of throwing stuff in there.
Clone troopers versus stormtroopers.
Clone troopers was, but again, that
was a bigger army.
I mean, I would say maybe the fan service there. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're coming up on.
But remove the chip as well. Just remove the chip.
Yeah, remove the chip. Yes. Yeah. But again, then it comes full circle, and then in this battle, between Ben and Rey, Duel of the Fates is playing.
Yeah.
That would make everything sort of come full circle. And then everything could just end there with one guy being left alive, a Skywalker, an actual Skywalker.
Well, wouldn't be because well,
he has the blood.
Yeah, blood.
An actual Skywalker.
yeah, like these movies, like they're enjoyable. They're enjoyable to watch. Like, they're fun to watch, but like the storytelling, like it could
The
have been
storytelling is
so much.
awful,
Yeah,
awful. It's they're
I know like, some of the Star Wars games kind of make up for it, like the Battle of Jakku. Where the planet that Rey lives on, and she lives in a ship. That battle, it is seen in the game Star Wars Battlefront 2. This Inferno Squad caused that entire wreckage. Uh, but or like in Jedi Fallen Order, we get to see more lore. Uh, I know Rebels has lore to it because the Ghost ship is actually seen in Rise of Skywalker
yeah, I guess.
because Kanan had a son. I'm pretty sure that son that learned to use the Force.
Mm. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I just feel like there just so many characters that could be.
If there are characters, yeah, I know there are characters that they could bring in from Legends, but again, with Legends not being canon,
Yeah.
I feel like it would muddy things up a lot. Like I just want to stick to like what I would do with the characters that are already in the sequels. That what I would do to make it work.
And I'm pretty sure then make a new trilogy with a bunch of new characters.
Yeah, and then you could
Maybe it's Skywalker's descendant.
It. No, like maybe then you do a time skip. You gotta do new Star Wars completely.
Yeah.
You end the Skywalker storyline there, although honestly the Skywalker storyline should have ended with episode 6. But we're not gonna get too much in that. That is what I would do to make it work. Right, we're coming up on like 56 and a half minutes now. We really
yeah, so I guess yes, that was our Star Wars debate, everyone.
Yeah, our Star Wars show, I guess.
Yes, and Issa unfortunately had to leave early.
She really wasn't enjoying herself.
No, she was not. I want to force choke her, but don't worry. I think she turned to me to dark side. So
we got the red lights.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens next time.
All right.
But Cameron, thank you for being a guest. I love having you here.
Oh, it was good being on the show with you.
Yes, of course. Hopefully we could do more crossovers, and if we go to AC, we have to talk about Atlantic City on our show.
Oh yeah. If we go to AC, I might bring you. If after AC, I gotta bring you on my show, maybe.
Yeah.
Because early March, mid-March, that's really like a slow period.
Also, we get an early spring break because AC is
AC. Yeah, that's like in mid.
So
like middle of the week.
So I know we'll no, actually, I don't think we have time to talk about this because it's like 57 minutes. I'm pretty sure James is tired of us here. You just talk a lot.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's call it here, man.
Let's call it. So I'm Anthony.
I'm Cameron.
Yeah, and also make sure to check out his show on Wednesdays.
Woolly Mammoth Wednesdays every Wednesday at 1:30. Runs around a half an hour. No, just talk about sports.
Yeah, and so I'll see you next Friday. Everyone, so have a good and safe week. Don't do anything stupid, and make sure to get all your work done, but also enjoy yourselves.